Planning for retirement may not be a priority for many when they are younger, but it becomes a crucial consideration as we age. Life has a way of shifting focus. First it's on building a career, then raising a family, and often trying to maintain a certain lifestyle. However, as retirement approaches, it's important to stop and take stock of where we stand financially. It's not only about making enough money now, but also ensuring that you'll have enough to live comfortably when you're no longer working full-time. My name is Mich, and I teach people about money, personal finance, and investing. If you're interested in improving your financial future, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if this video is helpful. Many people don't realize that they'll eventually face reduced earnings and potentially no longer be able to work as they did during their peak years. Our ability to work in the same way tends to diminish over time, whether due to physical limitations, changes in the job market, or simply the desire to retire and enjoy more leisure. Though not as inevitable as death or taxes, the need for retirement income is a near certainty for most people. This makes it essential to reevaluate your financial plans as those retirement years draw closer. When you're younger, the thought of retirement may seem far off, and evaluating your investments and savings may not feel urgent. However, even small steps taken early on can make a significant difference later. While raising children or working to climb the career ladder, many people find themselves spending more than they need to, whether on keeping up with social pressures or making purchases that aren't truly necessary. But once your kids are grown and retirement looms closer, it's a good time to take a hard look at your financial future. You might ask yourself that, will I have enough money to live on when I retire, or will I need to continue working? What about my current investments? Are they positioned to provide the income I'll need? And have I taken rising healthcare costs into account? Retirement isn't as far off as we often like to believe. If you haven't yet, it's time to get serious about your future. Managing your investments is a long-term process, requiring ongoing attention to ensure your portfolio remains aligned with your goals. One thing many people don't consider is that simply having more free time in retirement can lead to higher spending. During your working years, a lot of time is dedicated to your job, which often limits how much you spend on leisure activities. Once retired, you may have more time to travel, dine out, or engage in hobbies, all of which can quickly add up. It's essential to calculate your future spending needs carefully. Most people are surprised when they see how much they're really spending each month, and it's important to be thorough in identifying all expenses. When planning for retirement, you'll need to account for various categories of spending, including not only day-to-day expenses like food and utilities, but also things like travel, hobbies, and any non-income generating activities. These costs are often overlooked, but can significantly impact your budget in retirement. On the other hand, some costs may decrease in retirement. Many people have paid off their homes or significantly reduced their mortgage payments by the time they retire. You may also have fewer financial responsibilities for your children. However, certain costs, particularly healthcare and entertainment, often rise in retirement. For instance, eating out tends to become more frequent, which can significantly increase food expenses. And although you may no longer have a mortgage, other housing-related expenses, such as taxes, utilities, and maintenance, don't go away. These costs can add up, even without a mortgage payment. Healthcare is a particularly significant cost to plan for. Even if you're in good health, premiums and out-of-pocket costs for medical care tend to rise as you age. Life and auto insurance may also become more expensive during retirement. Insurance companies often see older drivers as a higher risk, even if you have a clean driving record. Failing to factor in these rising costs can lead to unfortunate surprises down the road. It's important to adjust your retirement plan for these expenses so you can create an accurate picture of your future financial needs. Once you know how much income you'll need, you can better assess your investments. If your income needs are low, you may not need to contribute as much to your retirement accounts, freeing up funds for other pursuits like travel or philanthropy. However, if your investments aren't large enough to support your lifestyle, it may be time to save more or explore additional income streams. One commonly cited rule of thumb is the 4% withdrawal rate, which suggests that withdrawing 4% of your savings each year will provide a sustainable income throughout retirement. However, this rate may need to be adjusted based on when you plan to retire and how long you expect to live. A good starting point is to multiply your annual expenses by 25 to determine the amount you'll need to save. For example, if you need $2,000 per week, you'd need to save around $2.6 million to fund your lifestyle. If you plan to retire later, such as at 70, you might be able to withdraw more. But this comes with the risk of outliving your savings. One positive aspect of retirement is that some expenses will disappear. For example, if you've been contributing a significant portion of your income to a 401k or IRA, you can eliminate that cost from your budget once you retire. Be sure to check your expected Social Security benefits, which can be found online. While it might not be a large amount, it can still provide a helpful income source for many retirees. It's also crucial to consider your tax liability in retirement. If all your savings are in tax-deferred accounts like a 401k or traditional IRA, your withdrawals will be taxed as ordinary income, which can take a substantial bite out of your retirement income. On the other hand, if you've saved in a Roth IRA, you won't owe any taxes on your withdrawals, which can significantly reduce your tax burden in retirement. As you near retirement, it's a good time to revisit how your investments are allocated. Two key factors become more important in this phase: your risk tolerance and when you plan to start withdrawing from your savings. If the thought of market fluctuations causes anxiety, you may need to shift to more conservative investments, like bonds. This approach can help protect your savings from short-term market volatility as you approach retirement. You can also take steps to adjust your portfolio gradually. For example, selling riskier investments when the market is up can help you lock in gains and reduce your exposure to potential losses. At the same time, keeping some cash on hand can provide a cushion during uncertain times, though you'll need to account for inflation, which can erode the value of cash savings over time. Many people in their 50s are underprepared for retirement, so it's crucial to increase your savings if possible. According to recent reports, many people in their 50s have surprisingly low retirement savings balances, far too small to sustain a comfortable retirement. Funding your retirement accounts as early and as often as possible allows your savings to benefit from compound interest, which can have a powerful impact over time. For younger investors, compound interest plays a significant role in growing a retirement portfolio. But as you get older, it becomes harder to catch up because there's less time for interest to accumulate. This is why it's so important to start saving early. For older investors, maximizing contributions and taking advantage of tax-deferred or tax-exempt accounts like 401(k)s and IRAs can still provide valuable growth opportunities. Healthcare costs rise with age, so planning for these expenses is vital. Health savings accounts, or HSAs, offer a tax-efficient way to save specifically for medical costs. Contributions to an HSA are tax-deductible, and withdrawals are tax-free if used for qualified medical expenses. Investing HSA funds in low-cost index funds can help grow the balance over time, providing you with more resources to cover healthcare costs in retirement. While there's no deadline to use HSA funds, it's important to remember that if you withdraw money for non-medical expenses before age 65, you'll owe taxes on the withdrawal plus a 20% penalty. After 65, you can use the money for non-medical expenses without the penalty, but you'll still owe taxes. For medical expenses, however, withdrawals remain tax-free throughout your life. Long-term care insurance is another consideration for retirees, as many will need some form of care in their later years. The Department of Health and Human Services reports that 70% of people over 65 will require some type of long-term care. Investing in long-term care insurance can help prevent the need to spend down your savings or rely on family members for support. Another important step in retirement planning is creating a will. While no one likes to think about their mortality, having a will in place can simplify things for your family after you're gone. Writing a will can be relatively inexpensive, and it ensures that your assets are distributed according to your wishes. Without a will, the process can become complicated, potentially leading to family disputes. Having a proper will in place provides peace of mind for both you and your loved ones. Retirement planning requires a proactive approach, and the earlier you start, the better prepared you'll be when the time comes to stop working. Even if retirement feels far off, it's never too early to take steps to secure your financial future. You'll need to assess your portfolio, account for rising costs, and ensure you have enough saved to support your lifestyle. The earlier you begin preparing, the more options you'll have to enjoy your golden years comfortably.